Okay, so I've got a big question for you here. Do you have some key tips on losing weight?
I feel like you've just been going through all my DMs and just reading what everybody's sharing to me. Yeah,
Very
look.
much.
So this is a really common question with a really kind of complex answer, but I'm going to try and really make it succinct. Losing weight is too broad of a question to ask. Like, there's so many factors that go into it, it would be impossible to answer on a person by person basis. So what I often do, you know, when we speak to people, we're having the conversations, it's more of a question of, okay, when was the last time you were at your goal weight? And everyone always says the same thing, oh, 6 months ago when I was on this plan, when I was doing Weight Watchers, when I was doing whatever it might be. And then you ask them a little bit more. So that was when you were thriving, that's when everything felt normal for you, you were living your own life, you were absolutely buzzing with energy, you were looking in the mirror so happy and confident. And they're like, no, I was actually on quite a restricted diet then, and I didn't enjoy what I was doing. I wasn't eating with the family as much, I was exercising every single day. So then it's like, okay, so was that the best possible time for you? So, okay, tell me a time where you weren't on a diet. Tell me a time where you weren't looking in the mirror thinking, I need to lose weight. And that's where you start to get the real answers. It was like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you know, when I was a teenager. And it's like, okay, so you're starting to pull back the layers there of when they were last in the best possible place. But why is that important? The reason that's important is because you can then start piecing together all the life experiences, all the events, like what's happened. You've had children, your career's soared, so you've ended up spending 20 hours extra in work every single week. You've increased your levels of stress. You've not known how to really manage that appropriately, so you've maybe drank a little bit more. You turn to food for comfort. You don't have a lot of time that you prioritize for yourself, so what do? You get takeaways, or you're buying things on the go. You're not really spending time sitting down and eating the food. So that's why it's so important to really understand, well, when were you last in the best possible place for yourself? What was going on in your life then? And is that replicable now? Like, can you just go back to that? Can you just ignore that you've got 3 children and need your help? Like, are you going to quit your job and walk away from that and go back to the job that you were in back then? No. So now we can start looking at, well, what do you need to put in place? Strategies, systems, blueprints, tools, team. Think about, from our perspective, why have we got psychologists on board? Why have we got nutritionists on board? Why have we got injury rehab specialists on board? Because these are all things that you need to master your body and your mind, and therefore your health.
Yeah, I get that. I always hear people saying that, you know, they once used to play football and they really enjoyed it and it was, you know, something that they would look forward to, but now obviously time's a factor. As they've got older, they're worrying about injuries and they just put themselves on the back burner and everything else ends up getting prioritised over time. And
I'm sorry I haven't just got the magic answer for like, oh, drop your calories and move a little bit more.
Or take a magic pill.
Take these magic supplements or this magic diet and start intermittent fasting or go on keto. But think about it from this perspective. If you want to change, but you want to change for a long, long time and you want to make it sustainable, you've always got to take that step back, analyze, assess the situation before you try to start adapting things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's almost like you're living towards somebody else's program and plan. It's not actually yours. It's not coming from within. It's not natural for you. It's not actually integrating into your life. So I think the best possible question you can ask yourself if you're looking to lose weight is, when was the last time I felt in a great place with myself? I was really happy, really confident. Start from there, and then you can start working your way back and figuring out what systems and tools and support you need to start moving forwards.